but I'm saying I think the reason why Justin Fields is so tricky, and it's a couple of things. One, I think people are still waiting for that Ohio State Justin Fields to come back. And so that part, like, okay, they won't let it go.
I'm about to be disgusting.
But my thing is also too, I think in most people's minds, they feel even though Justin Fields has been bad, everything other than DJ Moore and Jalen Johnson, everything else around him hasn't been good either. I'm just speaking for the people who feel this way. That's all I'm speaking for. So that's why I'm saying I know Daniel Jones, ha ha ha.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
I know. So that's what I'm saying.
Y'all gotta let, like, bro, you gotta understand something. It gets me tight. Justin Fields like, you can tell he has built bad habits on that Bears crew. Because honestly, I think the Bears are just cursed. I think the Bears are cursed to not know how to handle a quarterback. They are terrible when it comes to quarterbacks. They don't know how to handle them at all. So I'm looking at it with Justin Fields, and I look at it with some more optimism because I'm like, bro,
you look at it with more.
When they sat here.
Go ahead.
No, listen for a second, man. I know you get tight because nobody wants to give Daniel Jones the same leeway, but we got to be real with Daniel. We've been watching him for so long now. Justin Fields.
Oh my brother.
Let me finish, sir.
Go ahead.
Justin Fields, there's too many voices in his head telling him what to do and how to be. You got to let the game come to him.
Hold on, early.
Are you serious?
Hold on, time out. Hold on. I got
Randy Orton, okay.
This is what we got to do in 2024. We are in a new year.
G-Baby, get your ass back
We
up here.
have to keep stuff a bean. You just said we've watched Daniel Jones, this and that, for a long time. What year is in Justin Fields right now?
Third year.
He's in third.
He's about to be in his fourth. We've watched him for a good amount of time, and he's been garbage.
Okay. Can we do this? I'm going to be disgusting. Dub, relax. Can we not say Justin Fields is just who Jalen Hurts was before?
He's worse. He's way worse.
Because we were saying the same thing about Hurts.
He's worse. He's by far
worse. But here's the thing. Hurts
doesn't make the right read
at a quicker timeline.
Yeah, that too. Because
the Eagles hooked up because the Eagles took the proper measurements to get him a star receiver and a good offensive coordinator.
Even year 1, year 2,
Justin Fields don't have that opportunity.
Even year 1, year 2, Jalen Hurts still is way better than Justin Fields. Here's my problem, though, and I always bring back to the Daniel Jones frame why I say is niggas just being hypocrites. What we've seen from Daniel Jones and like I said, and what this draft is coming up. If a quarterback is there, all y'all are going to say, take a quarterback, because we've seen enough of Daniel Jones. In this instance, they have the number 1
Daniel
pick.
Jones is going into his 6th year. A guy in his 4th and 6th is completely
do we want to talk about, do we want to do the situation part?
What are you talking about? You're talking about a guy. We're talking about a guy in his 4th year. Guess what? Daniel Jones had his best year in his 4th year.
Yeah, so because of what?
Brian DeBall.
Yes, you know why? You know why we had his best year? He probably had some decent.
But that's my point.
I didn't care about that though.
That's literally my point.
But God didn't care about that.
No. The issue with Daniel Jones.
Didn't care about that.
Let me tell you, the issue with Daniel Jones, the reason why, because they paid him all that freaking dollar amount, which was the main issue.
Even before he got paid.
Before that season, I wasn't even on Daniel Jones' case like that. I didn't even talking about him a lot. I barely talked about him.
Here's the issue, though, Dub. Here's the issue. Even then, you can say Daniel Jones is in year 6. He finally got a year where he had decent coaching and he looked way better than what he did in the past. It's not a
and then they paid $40 million.
Justin Fields never showed a big improvement.
He
never showed a huge improvement.
Justin Fields, Daniel Jones showed that in his 4th year. This is after this year right here. Let's see what happens, because now you got DJ Moore.
Wait, but didn't we not all say, let's see what Justin Fields can really do with a number 1? Because with number 1 receiver,
and he fed him. And he fed him.
And he was still garbage. That's the point.
He wasn't garbage. He was feeding DJ Moore.
Hey, wait. Hold on. Trent,
just to be clear, we're talking about Jones or we're talking about Fields?
Just to be clear. Justin Fields. When he
Trent, let me ask you a question. Trent, let me ask you a question, gang. Because don't get me wrong, I've seen the Justin Fields film. I know he hold on to the ball too long. I know he's kind of slow processing. But let me ask you a question, gang. Daniel Jones, the head coaches 3 and 4, whatever the case. He finally got a pretty good offensive mind to get him out those bad habits that he had been showing the previous years.
Okay.
And helped with a really good run game, right? And we know the receiver weapons. Everybody was hurt. They weren't that good to begin with.
Yes.
But with the good mind that we just saw, we were able to see him break some of the bad habits that he had shown. He wasn't as turnover friendly.
Turnovers.
Yeah. I mean, but he also had
some. He was showing stuff to where like he was. And
then we always knew Daniel. We always knew Daniel Jones was a bit of a runner, but they were able to use that, maximize that more. They maximized his strengths and hit as much of his weaknesses as possible.
Yes.
Do you think they've done that for Justin Fields?
Like what you saying? Like
maximize his strengths and minimize his weaknesses. Do you think any of the coaches he's had? Well, we know Matt Nagy. We know what he was doing. But pretty much after that, do you think
I'm not going to say
or anybody? And also too, I'm sorry. Last thing, also too, Eberflus, if I'm not mistaken, what was his background before he got there?
I don't know. I think wasn't he with the Packers or something? I don't know.
I think it was a defensive guy, right?
I'm not going to say he maxed it. I'm not going to say they maxed it, but I feel like they gave him the opportunity. And when I watched the tape this year, there was just some stuff that has nothing to do with coaching. You holding on to the ball like you married to it, it's not on coaching. His clock in the pocket is terrible. And my point is
what if coaching, because Justin Fields for 2 years, he was run. What if coaching is telling you pass the ball more, don't run so much?
He's been like this his first year in the league.
Justin Fields can't be somewhat of
been like this in the first year in the league. Now I'll put it like this, G baby. This is what I'm saying.
He can't be Lamar. A little bit.
Lamar clears him as a passer, though.
Who is a passer?
Justin Fields.
Dead ass serious.
I mean, I get what they mean by that because going into passing, when you go into the passing, it's also processing the field, how long all that. So I get what they mean. It's not just how the ball comes out.
This is my main issue. This is my main issue. This Chicago Bears team, it's not garbage, but it's not how bad y'all made it seem like. Everybody always leans to the O-line. Everybody. Every single time the Bears get brought up, the O-line always gets brought up. Y'all do know Justin Fields had the most time in the pocket this year, right? From any quarterback. He had the most time in the pocket.
Okay. So no, wait, Trent. I get what you're saying. But hear me out when I go through this. I understand he holds the ball. We've seen it on film. I feel like that time in the pocket, though.
His accuracy is on water?
Yes. Trash. It's not like
I'm not gonna argue that. But I also feel like the time in the pocket. I feel like when they look at that, it's not literally specifically like, let's be real. When they look at that, they don't just think in between the tackles. No, they think like pretty much time to throw.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of the times the reason why that time to pocket is also so high is because he's dancing in that backfield a lot too.
No, you know what, G baby? I'm gonna give you an analogy. You have to hear me out, but you're gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
I'll listen for the analogy.
You remember how we was killing Hendon Hooker in the draft process because you know what he would do?
Well, he just didn't have no bounce to his feet. You feel me? But
Justin, bro, I swear to God, Justin Fields does the same thing.